Hey guys, it is Coach AP coming at you through the video scope here in St. John's, Newfoundland, Canada. And today we're going to be talking about the Pinnacle Growlers, under 18 AAA team that is playing in the Newfoundland and Labrador under 18 Major Hockey League. Little team preview, so to speak. Got my Florida State Seminoles gear on today. Big game, go Noles, down the bayou today playing Louisiana State. I will leave it there. I don't want to go off on a tangent here today on my Noles. They looked really good last week against Duquesne, but we're going to get into our team previews. And we've already talked Tripan, the Osprey. The link for that video is in the description. This is the first I have seen a roster from some of the other teams, so that's why I was holding off on the videos. We'll start off with some of the subtractions. And the Growlers lose a ton of players up front. I think they lose 8 guys. Some names right off the top. Matty Butler is going to Shattuck St. Mary's. Superstar player, had a huge year last year for the Growlers. Regan Hiscock's gone out west. He's going to play in the BCHL with Victoria. Had a huge year. So that's a lot of offense that they're losing there. They lose guys like Brady Walsh. Tyler Cornew's gone to Cochrane Junior A. You've got Ronan Witten, Andrew Vitch are gone from the leadership and really kind of solidified their penalty kill last season. So this is a team that Trevor Budgell is going to have a lot of new faces, but those new faces are definitely going to help his program, no doubt about it. But we're going to start in goal. You have Clay Ryan. Now, Clay Ryan had a humongous Atlantics last season. He stood on his head against the Halifax Max, I do believe, if I remember right. Stole the game for them. And he comes back. He's the incumbent guy, 3 years in that program. I think he'll be playing Junior A the following season. He's coming back, and he's going to be a rock for them for sure. What's up, Clay? Then you've got that battle that was for that, say, second spot on that team with Nathan Hurley departing. And you're getting Jack Barrington wins that battle over Scott Kirby, Kirk Nolan, a few other guys. Good for you, Jack. I mean, that was something. A couple of 06 guys. They've got some depth there, and it's good to see Jack Barrington. That's awesome for John. That's awesome for Anna and family. You're not going to get a better family than Tara and company down in Kitty Vitty. It is Kitty Vitty, not Quida Vida. So I still think Kirby and some of these other guys can play in the league, and they might get their opportunity. But it's also, at the same token, awesome for Barrington. Now let's move on to the D. And Cole Cooper recently signed with Kings Edgehill, and you've got a few other guys. Cole Goss is gone, had a good Moncton Kent from what I gather in the Quebec League. I would imagine he'll be playing with Amherst in the Maritime League, so best of luck to you, Cole. Shepard too, I can't forget Drew, but you've got Jack Chafe coming in, and he had some real good games for this team last season when he was in the lineup as an AP. I think he takes the next step in his development this year. Then you've got guys like the Daw brothers. I think Mason's going to be a rock this year. Ryan is a guy, if you are watching this video and you are a Quebec Major Junior Hockey League scout or you a Junior A scout, make a note of this kid, Ryan Daw. He is big, he is mobile, he is smart, he's very coachable, and he's very, very mature for his age. We wrote an article about that pair of brothers on our website, so we're at bhthockey.ca. Check that out in the link below. You've got Nick Devereaux coming back. I think Devereaux is going to have a great season. He's going to be on the PP. I think he's going to set up over there on that left side and just bomb away. Look out for him on the power play this year for the Growlers. And they've got a couple of guys that can probably give it to him. I mean, you got Finley Dobbin coming in this year. I think Finley can potentially play on that team's power play. It remains to be seen what their PP will look like this year. A lot of different pieces and a lot of different faces. And Liam Hodder, who I think the coaching staff really trusted last year. He kind of came into his own and really got an opportunity to shine last year, and I think he has another great season for Trevor Budgell, Paul Dagg, and company, and Steve Manuel, and those guys there. John Call, can't forget him. Up front, this is a team that's going to look a lot different. Nolan Avery is coming back from Rochester, coming back from the U.S. to play. I think he is going to take the next step in his development. Looking forward to watching him. I think if he continues to grow physically, look out. Likes to get on the body, likes to play more of a power forward role. I think with some added size, I think he will accomplish that this season. Best of luck to you, Noli. Then you've got Noah Bolin coming in to this lineup from the under 15 Hitmen. He had a great year. He's very good in all zones. Big fan of Noah Bolin. Give me some Noah Bolin. Mark Corbett, guy that I've got an article coming about Corbett, so we will talk about Corbett later. Got an article coming on him. I will post it in the description below, or I'll post it on social once it is done. Connor Huzzy, another guy that played as an AP last year for this team. I think he's going to be a crash and bang energy guy. He's got some size. I think he's going to move up the ladder. Really excited to watch him, to see his development and to see if he can really impact the game at that under 18 level this year for the Dogs. You've got Danny Kearley coming in, another energy guy, similar kind of player where you got a lot of speed, guys that like to finish their hits, guys that can play on the penalty kill. I think Kearley fits into that role really well. Super happy to see him make that team. Declan Kennedy, I don't know much about Declan, but I've heard good things. Best of luck to you, Declan. You got Andy Knight coming back. Andy was an AP last year, but really kind of came into his own in the playoffs. Had a couple of goals there, a couple deflection goals in the final game, the clinching game that won the provincials for them. So best of luck to Andy. Super nice family there. Maverick Knight, good luck this year. You got Ben O'Brien, who I like a lot. A lot of straight line speed down that wing. I think he could potentially play with Micah Tucker and Noel Bolland. You're getting that hitman line again. You might be able to keep that together, or you could mix it up and maybe put somebody like a Tucker who loves to get on the body with somebody like a Huzzy. And you got some guys there that can play with energy. You got Reese Sexton is coming back, so that might be a line. You could maybe put Sexton with Huzzy and Tucker and just be like, guys, let's create some energy, let's create some havoc out there. And those three guys love to get on the body, much of a throwback kind of line. That is a hard, that's a physical line there, hard to play against for sure. You've got Michael Skinner coming back. I think he has a good season, very smart, complimentary winger. He's really solid on the left side. And I think, he's going to move up the lineup with some of these guys gone on that left side. With the departure of Hiscock, he moves up the depth chart, and I think that with more playing time, I think he's going to have a good season. And last but not least, you got Big Elliott Wright. You lose Witten and you lose Matty Butler. That's two centers right there, and I think those two guys get replaced with Wright and Bolland. That is a pretty good 1-2 punch of first-year guys. I think Wright's a big boy. He's got a heavy shot, and he's very mobile for his size, and he gets on the body. I think with just continuous positional improvements, I think that guy is going to be major junior teams are going to be like, oh, geez, this guy's got something here for sure. So I'm really excited about the Growlers this year. Made some coaching improvements too. They return a lot of the guys that have been there, Call and Budgel previously. Adding Paul Dagg, I think, is an asset to that team. I think, from a development standpoint. And every team in this league has made improvements in the coaching staff. From Central adding Brian Casey, who I think is a great add for them. You've got Jordan King and Steve Sims going out in Western. I think, again, two really good players from my playing days anyway. I don't really know Jordan really, but I know Sims, he was a good defenseman. And then you've got the Blizzard going and added Adam Party to their roster of coaches. You get Jeff Brewer coming in there. Mike Lee is there. Brandon Cabaflash, I can't say enough good things about Cabby. So a lot of teams have made some changes behind the bench, but I think some of the changes are going to really help those programs as well. That's it for me, guys. I'm Coach AP. I'm going to watch my Knowles now. We will be doing the remaining 3 teams once we get those rosters, and those rosters get submitted, and I can see them on Twitter, and then we'll put together a video for every team. Games start Friday, September 9th. Check out the league website. I will post the league website in the description below, and I'm done.